The kinds of weather patterns that we're seeing now, extreme storms, changes in ocean currents, and the accelerating rise of temperature. We've become more and more aware of how the Arctic amplifies global warming.
It's about really immersing yourself and understanding what Arctic actually means. It really is the heartbeat of our planet.
It is a place where we intersect intense geopolitics and also issues of Arctic Indigenous sovereignty.
We Sami people inhabit right now this region that is in the global spotlight.
The social issues are really the issues that we need to be focusing on right now.
There is a history of trauma, of betrayal. Arctic Indigenous peoples and northern communities are facing this rapid climate change, which impacts a loss of sea ice, migration patterns of animals and wildlife and ocean life, and also permafrost thaw that changes the lands on which they're living. But at the same time, there are increases in shipping, in mining, new innovative hubs for communications and defense. And all of those pressures are happening at the same time.
The question is, do we have enough space anymore? And if we don't have, so what happened in our culture? We don't want to sell our land free and we want to live here. And that's a problem that in the EU level, they see our place as empty, that there is no people, no livelihoods, nothing, but we are here. We have schools, we have our own livelihoods, we are making money, we are like living as a normal citizens.
When we engage with partnership in the Arctic, when we engage with Indigenous scholarship and communities, it's not just a matter of decency and inclusivity. We are also tapping into thousands of years of knowledge and stewardship while combining that with Western scientific approaches and engagement. It has been proven time and time again that it simply makes for better science. Our Sustainable Transitions in the Arctic immersion program is intended to bring students to the source of the things that they are hearing about in the classroom.
On the Sustainable Transitions in the Arctic trip, we got this fantastic overview of every scale of the sustainability and energy transition in the Arctic, actually seeing the day-to-day impacts and how these changes are actually happening on the ground can kind of give me some hope for the future of why we're even trying to make any changes. And give you some hope that changes can actually happen.
The Spring 2026 Sustainable Transition in the Arctic program is an experiential learning initiative that brings students into the Sami homeland. They are going to explore sustainability in practice. I really hope that students will experience how traditional Sami knowledge and modern approaches intersect while discussing global challenges of ecological and social transitions.
Building trust and being consistent has not been what many Arctic Indigenous peoples, northern communities have gotten from academic engagements in the past, from government engagements in the past.
We've been trying to influence what Western scientists have done across the Arctic for decades. We're not appropriately recognized nor respected in the area of Indigenous knowledge. We've always felt this to be an extractive activity. We're never paid or compensated in any way, nor are we asked to be equal PIs in projects where we have extraordinary capacity as well as knowledge and also access to other Indigenous knowledge holders. It's those bad experiences that have compelled us to be responsive in this entire area of advancing Indigenous knowledge and advancing Indigenous protocols.
The Institute of Arctic Studies serves as a Crossroads, a hub at Dartmouth for multidisciplinary scholarship in the Arctic as well as global policy dialogues. And we advance both that scholarship and those policy engagements with a diversity of voices, including Arctic Indigenous peoples. We try to center Indigenous knowledge as well as science, policy, and diplomacy.
Dartmouth is doing a great job in engaging graduate students and undergraduates in this process of learning how to do science with a new ethical standard and develop the skills to partner with Indigenous peoples when they think about doing research or research careers. So this is all part of a really, I think, evolving way of doing science. It's really developing in the Arctic, but it's transferable to all kinds of other places and locations where community-based science is really the goal. If we can take education, research, training, and then applying that to solving community-based needs and scale it up to global scale problems, right? That is truly the grand challenge. And science is taking more and more of all of that on than we used to. I see Dartmouth is leading the way, and we want to keep going forward because other places are learning from us too. And we want to learn from them about how we can do this better.
The challenges facing the Arctic are extreme. They're now, and these are communities at the front lines of climate change, biodiversity loss. When we talk about working with Arctic Indigenous peoples, we're talking about a time investment in relationship building, in trust building, that is not normally part of many of our academic research protocols, and those are things that we're trying to work on in the Institute of Arctic Studies with partners around the world who also believe we could do this differently, and the outcomes are much richer, better, and more meaningful and impactful knowledge.